What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Be the y'all in just a minute. Somebody pops in here. I'll start talking. I just want to check something while I'm waiting for people to show up. It's been a long day. Been a long night. I got some big things stewing that I want everybody to be a part of, but I'm not quite ready to share yet. But I will be. When I am, hopefully you'll join me. Was that cryptic enough? I wasn't trying to be cryptic. I was trying just to get some information out. But, life is difficult. Okay, that's what I thought. So I did that wrong, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, no, maybe not. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. And what was that one? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Discovery Bay. Actually, my friend, I'm going to put a show together tonight. And by put a show together, I mean make a thumbnail. Can't think of words. It's been a long couple days, and actually put it out. And so I'll get that to you in order to hopefully promote for me tomorrow. I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of the people in the community. I need a little bit of help with something, and I'm not ready to share what or why yet. I'm not trying to be cryptic or make it's not a big mystery or secret. It's something I honestly need some help with. I'm going to be putting some information out there. But hey, today I just went hunting for the first time in a while, and I wanted to share with people what I got. Half Price Books by me is still very, very painfully empty. I mean, he's putting new stuff out. If anybody likes Legion of Superheroes, he put out, I don't know, about 100 of them in the 50-cent bins, but I don't like Legion of Superheroes, or at least I don't really know about them. So I've been digging and digging and digging, not getting too far in Half Price Books, but I got some stuff. So a little beat up, but I'm trying to put together a second complete run of Kanan. So I'm grabbing the non-issue issues, the non-key issues, because they're still really awesome. Still great artwork and just still really cool stuff. So that is Kanan 12. Kanan 2. I got 12 coming up. Aquaman 7 from the New 52. That is the first appearance of the Others, or the first team appearance of the Others. They appear as individuals. I found this one for, I don't know, $1. It's just a Showcase 94, but it's a DC Universe logo. So I was pretty psyched for that. For my man Discovery Bay, I've got a bunch of price stickers to remove, and so I thought I'd pick this up, add it to my price sticker pile. But he likes them Transformers. He's not picky about grades, so I got him 23. I'll get that price sticker off and put that in your box, which is still only about there, so we got ways to go. Got myself a Kanan 12 for 50 cents, so that's 2 Kanans down for my second complete run of Kanan, which I think is pretty cool. Got myself, now I told you Legion of Superheroes were there, and there wasn't much, but there was number 37, which is a pretty decent key. It is part 1 of the Death of Superboy, so pretty excited to have that for 50 cents. And then there is a pack. They put packs together in Half Price Books. And I was pretty excited for the pack because it had a DC Universe logo sticking up, and it had and it actually opened the pack and it had one more. So I got 2 DC Universe logos here. Hey, Lisa Noble. These are all Batman related. This is all from the Knight's End storyline. So this is part 1 from Batman 509, which has your DC Universe logo. If anybody is unfamiliar with DC Universe logo, this is basically reprints that were put in like 3 packs in, I don't know if it was Walmart or Target or where, or Toys R Us, because it's back in like 1994. But they were much lower print, and so they are sought after. Part 2 went to Shadow of the Bat, number 29. And I don't know, oh God, I hate that. I hate that so much, man. I hate when that happens. Get that little bend that you didn't see. Somebody doesn't know how to put a comic away. From Detective Comics 676, we've got part 3. Legends of the Dark Knight, number 62, we've got part 4. Robin, issue 8, part 5. And one of the other DC Universe logos, or the other DC Universe logo, I think, is Catwoman, number 12, part 6. Oh, I put that down upside down. Are these supposed to be upside down? Yeah, they are. I'm not paying attention to how I'm organizing my comics. That bothers me. And then, of course, we've got Batman 510. Well, I got a couple shadows here, but this is mainly the Knight's End storyline. But here's another shadow. Issue 30. And this whole lot will probably be up on Discovery Bay's auction there at the end of the month, this marathon pop-up show. So if these are things you want, I'll have them available, or you could talk to me. And there's part 10 from Legends of the Dark Knight, number 63. So I'm not too familiar with the storyline. I just, if I don't sell them, I'll keep them just so I could grab those DC Universe logos because I'm pretty excited on that. But I was pretty stoked for that. One of my LCSs, it's not a new one, but a new owner. And so he's been basically going through inventory. And as he goes through these boxes that the old owner never got through properly, he's been finding stuff and posting stuff. So if you catch him quick enough on Instagram, you get some good stuff. So I got Monstrous number 1. He had it listed at $25, which I thought was a pretty decent price. It's going in super mint condition for about double that. This one has, I don't know if you'll be able to see him. I mean, they're ticks so tiny. I think one is just below my pinky there. Yeah, you can sort of see it. Ticks so tiny. That's the biggest one, and there's one other small one about an inch, almost like right above my moving mouth. Right directly above my mouth, right directly above my nose. But they're super hard to see. So I have issue 1, but I'm always, series I love, image series I love. Always happy to get two copies. Super stoked for that. That was at one LCS, and then actually I was supposed to do that last because I went to that LCS last. The second stop, I went to the little antique store, and I got this X-Men Curse the Mutants, and I've seen it there for a while in the bins. They didn't restock the bins, so I was really just trying to find something that I'd looked over. It's only for $1, right? I'm like, that's cool, and people post this because there's some great art, but I don't really want to collect this this crossover Curse the Mutants thing until I saw that this was a newsstand from 2010. I am starting to actually collect later, late 90s and anything 2000 newsstands. So I was actually pretty happy to get that. That's, to me, that's a keeper. Super excited for that. Found some Walking Dead. First appearance of Manga. I think everybody and their mother has this. It's listed as like an $8 key. I don't know. By this point, by issue 127, if you weren't collecting The Walking Dead, and then you weren't collecting The Walking Dead. But if you were, you could find these issues. So I don't know that I got anything super good there. But they were $2 each. Originally, I was buying them because I wanted that X-Men, and I needed to go over the $5 credit card charge. I'll show you something coming up in a minute that was the last thing I saw, and it didn't matter since I bought that. But I still had these in my hands. So 130 was the first appearance of the Whisperers, and then 132 was the first appearance of Alpha, the leader of the Whisperers. So that was all fine and dandy, and I actually had a few more books that I got, didn't totally want, just wanted to make myself feel good. But then I looked to my right, so they've got 50-cent and dollar bins on one side, and you go through all those, and you come around, there's a couple things of toys, and you come around to the next step, and right before the cash register are the $2, $3, $5 books. And I was looking through those, and to the right of those is the spinner rack. And on the spinner rack, I keep seeing Kanan #1, but it's a trade paperback. So but every time I see it, I think it's Kanan #1 for like a ridiculously low price. On the spinner rack today, I found Heir to the Empire 1 through 6 for $10. If you're not familiar with Heir to the Empire #1, this is a 6-issue limited series. This is the first appearance of Admiral Thrawn and the first appearance of Mara Jade. So this is a highly coveted book, and it's been going up a lot lately. Star Wars books are really kind of going crazy. This is a big book. Condition wise, it's got a little bit of a spine roll. It's got that little tickety tick down there. So, it's not the $70 book that a brand new mint costs, but it's a $30 or $40 book for sure. So probably go into my PC because I've got the newsstand version, and I got the rest of them, obviously. I got the newsstand, but the newsstand of this goes for $200. My newsstand is it's in weak condition, but I'll keep one to sell the other. That's a really, really great, that's a great Mara Jade cover. I dig that. So really nice series. Obviously, Admiral Thrawn is now canon. I don't know if Mara Jade ever will become canon, but Mara Jade, her first appearance is here. I think people are trying to grab these Dark Horse Star Wars because they know that Marvel is opening up, and they know that they're opening up with TV shows. They don't plan on doing any new movies for a while. So if you were listening recently, they said that they're doing a TV show about the Bad Batch, who were a group of clones that showed up they showed up a long time ago. Nicholas, when did the Bad Batch first appear? But it wasn't this season, right? It was in an earlier season? Because you... Oh, but I thought you knew them from before.
No, I did know them, but it wasn't from Clone Wars.
Oh, apparently my son knew them, but not from Clone Wars. I don't know how he did know them, but they showed up at the end of Clone Wars in season 7 as this group of like clones who were damaged. So they're kind of like the Bad Batch, but they were referred to as Unit 99. Now, in the Star Wars comic that came out in 2015, which happens to be my favorite cover from that run, there is a group in here called Scar Squadron. And Scar Squadron is a group of stormtroopers who are not kind of like mindless drones like the rest of stormtroopers. And they are also referred to as Unit 99 or Legion 99 or Designation 99 or something like that. So it's just, hey, what's up, Kavi? It's interesting to me to see and to know if this is the Imperial version, if you will, of Bad Batch, if Scar Squadron is Bad Batch. If it is, go grab yourselves as many of these as you can, specifically because they've announced the Bad Batch TV show. So the next Star Wars TV show, animated, I believe, is going to be specifically about the Bad Batch, about this group of clones, bless you, that are separate from the rest of the clones. And if the Bad Batch is the Scar Squadron or like a progenitor of the Scar Squadron, expect that book to go up. I've been specking on that book forever because I loved the cover. And so, I don't mind, I'm not a big speculator, but if I do speculate on something, usually it's going to be something where I know that if I have to keep the book, I'm not going to be upset. So I don't mind having multiple copies of that. That David Aha cover just blows me away every time. Really big fan of it. Yeah, it's a nice cover. It is Bad Batch spec, and Kavi, you missed it, but I just picked that up for $10, or actually picked up the whole 6-issue series. That's the wrong one. I picked up the 6-issue series for $10. So pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just, for anybody who's watching that's not familiar, and if you want to come on, Lisa, and show your Dark Horse books, that would be awesome. Not forcing you to, but the invitation is, the link is there if anybody wants to join. Speculation to me means you buy something not because it rose in price and you found it down here, right? That's flipping, or just buying a book that you want, right? So, this is not speculation. Where to go, right? This is already known to people what it is, and they want it. I'm probably not flipping it. I've got 2 copies. I'll flip one of them. But this is just me hanging on to, or getting a $70 book for $10. Too shy. Hey, dude, I totally get that, man. Some people spend a long time before they ever go live. Some people never go live, and that's cool. So speculation is when you buy multiple copies of the book, not because it started to heat up, but because you think it's going to start to heat up, and it's still at that cover price or half price point, and you're like, I just love that. I love having multiple. I think like multiple copies of that look really cool because of that Art Deco design. So you kind of get that. So some of the legacy books are big, and I don't know specifically about the bounty hunters, but we can always look them up. Hey, I hear you, comic books. My wife is out picking up tacos and stuff. Me and my boy have to take the dogs. Have to take the dogs out. Then we're eating soon. But I want to hop on here just for a little bit. Let's help Lisa. I call her Lily because that's what she goes by on on Instagram. So I'm sorry if I get that wrong. Yeah, you are always trying to claim, my friend, and I appreciate it, but the answer today is no. Oh, listen, you go out at 5. Is it 5? No, it's 4:41. You can hold your bladder till then. Gotta be tough with these dogs. Yeah, so Legacy 0, 2, 1. Those are some of the big ones. Adam Hughes, as you prefer Lily, okay. As APMC will tell you, those are Adam Hughes. If you've got Legacy 1, that's a big issue. And then there's a lot Legacy, the half wizard version, I guess. And I'm trying to see if there's any other major ones. There's a lot of minor keys. They're all first appearances of Darth's Sith Lords, who may yet rise to prominence or may never rise to prominence. But if you've got number 1 as the first appearance of a whole bunch of people, another Skywalker and another Jedi Master and this and that. And the other thing, number 2, is the first appearance of Darth Talon, who is actually known in a lot of stories. So there's a few legacy ones that are big, for sure. The one that I wish I'd held on to and not given up was I got the Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, 4 issues for like, I don't know, let's say $4 or something. And at the time I sold them for 35 or 40. Now they're going for like 40 each. So I'm a little upset that I didn't hold on to those. Probably should have just kept them myself. I'm going right now, if anybody's got a copy, first appearance of Savage Opress or Savage Ventress. Please let me know, because I am definitely in looking for those and would love to trade. Other than the Star Wars bounty hunter stuff, Lily, I don't. Hey, Captain, how you doing? I don't see anything that is listed as being like super hot from the Dark Horse bounty hunter stuff, but I could just be searching bounty hunters when that's the wrong term. I don't know. Anybody, and I know that some of us disdain this app, but I use it a lot just for looking. I wish that you could choose which ones you want. Hey, how you doing, Stay Puff? I wish you could choose which ones you want to be at the top just by like pushing and sliding them across like the home buttons on your screen. I hate that they tell you which categories they want on top. That drives me crazy. Anyway, while I got like 4 or 5 of you here, this is kind of tough to talk about. And I'm not even sure how to talk about it exactly. What's up, Book Hermit? But it has to do with mental health, and I don't have a lot of background on this. My son, not the one who's here, but my other son, who is not here now, and that's part of the story, is going through a bit of a mental health crisis. And what I'm going to do on my show tomorrow, I don't usually have a Thursday show, but I'm going to create one and look for a good time slot and get Discovery to boost it for me and reach out to a bunch of you guys to boost it for me, is I'm going to be I want to say advertising. I'm going to be boosting my son's podcast. He has a D&D podcast that's actually really good. I don't say that like because he's my son, but I listen to it. I'm like, oh, that's really good. I would love for him to come back from his stay from where he is right now to having like 30, 40 followers on Spotify and having people dropping like emails to his email that he created for the podcast, and just like, you know, having a huge acclaim for his podcast. I think that would be a real big boost to him, because he's got like a few friends that listen to it, but it's hard to build an audience when there's, you know, critical role in all these like famous podcasts out there, and all these what's it called, and just all these super well known podcasts. And I am, you know, he's a 13-year-old boy who's just trying to get his known, so I'm trying to kind of like boost that. Let's see if I can share this with you all. Give me 1 second here. So this is not what today's show is about. Today's show is to get the books out of the way so I can dedicate tomorrow's show. I'm trying to think what it is I have to say that doesn't sound redundant or cheesy in regards to mental health, and also doesn't violate his privacy. I'm not going to give you details of the struggles he's going through. Why will you not log me in? But I just want incorrect username or password. Okay, let's try it one more time. Maybe they don't want an email. Maybe they just want let's try that. Nope, maybe I used a different, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing you all because I'm trying to sign into Spotify right now and doing a poor job of it. Here we go. All right. Where's my library? There's my account overview. Let's just go to Spotify, please. And I'm not looking for music. I'm looking for, I need like the web. Holy cow. I'm having brain farts here. Hey, what's going on, Bear Island? Pope C. And I don't know who Mando Merc is. Let's see if Mando Merc is.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man. Who's this?
Mando Merc.
What's up?
I also have a channel called Casting Shadows, so some of you may know me as one or the other.
All righty. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we've met before in I think superhero reviews or something. I forget what.
Okay, cool. So I don't mean to be distant. I'm just looking to share some things with people. I'll be with you in a moment.
Don't worry about it.
Sort of going a little bit crazy. So here we go. I use Spotify on my phone. Obviously, I don't use Spotify on here. But let's take a look at the Dungeon Talk. This is my son's podcast on Spotify. And so I'm going to do a show tomorrow boosting this and trying to get people to follow it and to comment on it, and just to really help him out. Because like I said, he could use a big boost. And when he comes back from his stay away, I think that would be great for him. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see who else is out there. Bear Comics is out there. Hello, Bear. Good to see you, man. Pope C's dropping in. 90 miles from comics. YouTube is 90. How you doing, my friend? I did a show with him a while ago. We both, now I don't know, 90 MFC, if you noticed, those guys finally revealed themselves. We did a show together when we both got gifted by those guys. I was just watching. I guess it's not a secret anymore. Uncanny Kyle Waka is one of those guys, and he did a show revealing that. Apparently, just somebody else is claiming to be those guys. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, there was a little bit of that, a little bit of those guys revealing themselves. So it was kind of cool. We got a whole bunch of people here, so maybe I'll just pop through some comics again. Shadow, do you have, or Mando Merc, do you have any comics to show off?
Not at the on hand right now. Like, I don't have the camera set up, but
Okay.
I mean,
All
I have comics that I've been reading. Yeah, that I can just list off the top of my head. I've been rereading some.
All right. Nick, let's give that to me. So, let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really cool. Hey, Hirelea. 90. He did that. My son just walked in with this sign written in his sketchbook. Dogs want to go outside now! Exclamation point. So I'm going to quickly recap the books I got, and then I'm actually going to cut this short. Like I said, I just wanted to come on quickly. I'm going to do a live show tomorrow that will be promoted and actually be put in rotation. Discovery, we'll talk about it. And I definitely want to talk about that more. But quickly, I picked up another copy of Monsters #1. Got that pretty cheap, and we were trying to look to see that, like, I know there's 2 ticks on here, but I don't even want to call them micro ticks. They're like faint ticks. So I still think it's a pretty high grade book. I mean, it's hard to see them. There you go. Right there. You can see one. And there's a tiny one, but still pretty excited for that. Big news, Usagi Yojimbo is officially announced for Netflix, so that's pretty excited. I got myself a really on the cheap copy of Heir to the Empire #1, first appearance of Thrawn and Admiral Thrawn and Mara Jade.
Yeah.
And like I said, this was nothing too big, but I got this one because it's a newsstand from 2010, which I'm pretty excited about. I love collecting newsstands. I've got a little collection starting back over here, but super excited to have anything in the 2000s or later. Picked myself up some Walking Dead keys on the cheap. But when you say keys, like I said, anybody who's collecting Walking Dead, by the time they're up to issue 127, nobody is like, ooh, that's a coveted issue. People either have them or they don't. So, I mean, this is all Whisper stuff. First Whispers, first manga, first alpha. Nothing too great there. And then what was the last stuff I picked up? There's the rest of the Heir to the Empire. I went to half price books today and got the entire Night's End run, 1 through 10, which crosses over Catwoman, Robin, Batman, Shadow of the Bat, Detective Comics, Legends of Dark Knight. But the reason I picked this up was because 2 of them were DC Universe variants, which is makes me super stoked. That's what I'm looking for sure.
That's a good story too.
Is it? I've never read it. I'll probably read it and then put it up for sale. I don't know that I want to start collecting. I hate collecting things with just a little bit in the middle of somewhere. I have to go from one to end. It's just an OCD thing I have. Legion of Superheroes, Death of Superboy, got that for 50 cents. This is the first time I've been out in like 5 days, and I was super psyched to just hit a couple stores. Trying to double up my Kanan run, so got Kanan 12. Grabbed Discovery Bay, a little Transformers action.
Nice. Classic Transformers too.
Yeah, he loves low grade is better than no grade. So
I'm a huge fan of the Transformers, especially the original Marvel run from the 80s.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Got myself another DC Universe logo there. This time it's an Arkham Showcase. First appearance of the others. And then got myself another Kanan issue 2. So I'm trying to complete a whole second run of this. I sold all my number 6s, but I think I can probably grab another. Well, sold all but one, but I think I can probably grab another. And yeah, that is about it. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do this quick. I was almost done, and then like 6 people jumped on, and I don't want to be rude. I mean, it would be really rude to be like, "Hey, who dat? What's up? I'm done." just as you got here. No, so
What's up, man? I just saw you on here. I was
I
knocking out a couple videos, and I wanted to stop by and say hello.
I do appreciate that. So, my son just literally wrote a sign on his sketchbook and said, "Dogs want to go out now."
It's really creepy if you didn't have any dogs.
Was that?
I said if you didn't have any dogs, then that would be a worry.
That would be.
I'll be worried about it.
You got anything good to show us quickly? Who that?
I can go over really quickly. I did it on my video, but I can.
Yeah.
So, but they can see it again if they are. But people who are left. But I got the
Is
America.
that the second print?
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked this up for Chad RCG though. Chad wanted this for his daughter. So my shop had two of them.
Sweet.
So I got one for him, got one for myself. Just thought I'd put that in, because I'm some of the hip hops I'm collecting, some of them not.
Across the rear yet for me. Oh, nice.
This is the 1 in 25 Dr. Afro.
Nice.
I didn't know it was selling for as much as what did. So I looked it up on eBay and I said, "Oh, I'll get that."
People were looking at that because there's like a new antagonist, but my gosh, it read like a real childish sort of like.
Yeah, I mean, this covers is beautiful though.
Yeah, who is that? Who's the artist?
It was like Wit, and I think that's what I saw on the tag when I bought it.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure. I just thought it was nice, and I looked it up, and I said, "Oh, I'll pick it up." I picked up another one of these. Well, actually, I picked up a few of these. Some of them are for sale, but I don't think this one will be yet.
Oh, nice.
So, the Moon
That's
Girl,
clean, man. I got one copy and then one copy for sale. My one copy for sale is going cheap because it's ticked, not ticked, but there's like color rub on the side. And it's hard to tell the difference between the art and the color rub, but
yeah.
You know.
I got two copies. This is my second copy, so I'm gonna look them over really good and see, make sure they both are. I think this is just normal wear.
That's normal, yeah.
But the other one I have two of them, so I'm probably gonna get them graded if they both look as sharp as they are. You know what I mean?
I think that's an underrated key.
Yeah, because it's a first appearance, and
it's right. It's like Moon Girl #1 plus it's the hip hop variant, and I think people.
And it's all black cover.
Yeah.
I picked up this because this is getting hot. I don't know if people are even sleeping on Electra One hip hop. But I think this is a Jay-Z cover swipe. But
I believe, yeah.
But I looked it up on eBay and I didn't believe it was selling for that much, so I didn't want to leave it at the shop for like $6. So
I hear you.
Yeah, so I got two of them. So like I said, one of those will be for sale probably. Not big Electra. This one will probably be for sale as well.
Mm-hmm.
Worthy Thor, but I want to get a nice little lot of get together for people. I found this one. It's not really expensive, but I just thought it was cool.
I like that a lot, though. I like that cover.
Yeah,
it's a really cool cover.
So I don't even know if I'm going to sell it. I just really like it because you got Spider Gwen, you got Spider Noir, you got Spider Ham, you got like a whole bunch of people on it.
Universe there.
Yeah, so that's a few of the hip hops, and then and I'll finish it off so you can go really quickly because I don't have a lot, but just got a few things left. But,
yeah. Oh, another copy, nice.
Yeah, about a 9.0 copy, probably 9.2, 9.4 at best. But and trying to find another 9.8 candidate. Then I picked up the Hood, first appearance of the Hood.
Okay.
Which is underrated. I didn't know it was selling for $40 on eBay, so I was like, all right, no, can't leave it there for $10.
No.
A guy had this on eBay. This is a 1 in 50 variant for Wolverine, the best there is. He had it listed as, I think, BFs, but these are near mint because he had two of them.
Sweet.
And he had them priced for under what one of them goes for. So I took a chance on it and I got it and I said, yeah, these are near mint. So I'm definitely going to keep one of them and move the others. Now, these next two books are nothing really big, but
I got a couple copies of that, and I got the J. Scott Campbell connecting variant. What's the one in your right hand? Is that issue 2 or
this one?
Yeah.
No, this is Spider-Woman #1 Omega. This is Omega.
Okay.
But you know how they had the Spider-Man and he had Omega and Alpha, but one of them was like ended up being more expensive than the other.
One of your left hand is one.
I like this one better, but this one actually is pretty cool with the woman in the background. So, as I look at it more, I kind of like it more and more. But this one is the one everybody kind of likes with all three of them.
Yeah, so I've got the J. Scott Campbell the connecting covers with that, and an issue of Spider Woman, and an issue of Spider Gwen, and one other, and it's actually one of the better connecting covers that I've seen.
Now to end it, this is a big book I got, but I got it with the Avengers Annual 10 and another book, which I'm saving to show later. But
sweet.
It's about a 4 or 5 maybe. I think it's probably a 4 or 5, but they graded it at a 4, but I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, it's no big chunks or anything. It's just really spine damage.
Yeah.
It's just spine. That's why I think it might be a 4 or 5.
All right. So. Well, I'm gonna make everybody laugh here. This is the second sign. But you got it? No. Oh. Okay. So here's what my son just showed me. He's doing little flip things. Dogs. Now. So yeah. Let me just recap. Thank you, Mando Merrick, for coming on. Thank you, Hudat, for coming on.
Not a problem.
We're doing a show tomorrow that I'd like everybody to stop by and watch if they can. Lady F, you stay hope all is well. I'm doing fine, but we're having some issues in my family that I'm going to address tomorrow when I think better on how to talk about them. So I'd love everybody to just show some support there if you can. I'm going to advertise on IG and YouTube and stuff that will be well put out there. I want to thank my guests for coming on. Thanks everybody in the chat for joining me. I do have to go take care of those dogs because otherwise I'll be cleaning the floor later. So take care, everybody, and I will talk to you later. So long.